This is one of my favorite images I made this year. I love everything about it, but the thing is, this is not even a photograph. This is probably going to be a bit of a controversial video. I can already see some of you typing in the comments down below, this is not real photography, but please hear me out till the end of the video, and then we can have a debate about what photography is or isn't. A little bit about the backstory of this photo. I made this image during my trip to New York City back in January. I got some beautiful snow, I had a wonderful time, and I made a bunch of images in the Great Apple. And of all of those, this one is one of my favorites. I had just come out of Central Park when I saw these 4 snow plows in front of me at the very end of 6th Avenue. I had the video camera in hand, so I started recording as the scene unfolded. It was then when I saw it, I visualized the final image in my mind. But sadly, everything happened very quickly. By the time I realized there was an image there and I tried to switch my video camera to photo mode, it was already too late. The snowplows were driving away, and this is the only photo I was able to get. I had failed. I had missed the one. A few days later, I did a recap of the trip on Patreon, and I got a couple of comments suggesting I should try to get a screen grab from the video and make an image from it. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what this image is. It's just one frame of the video I recorded, but edited as if it was a regular photo using my usual workflow. Now, technically it's not a great file. The original video is 4K, so that's around 8 megapixels, and after cropping to square, I'm left with a 4 megapixel photograph, which is tiny compared to the 40 plus megapixels I'm used to work with. I tried to increase the resolution using the Lightroom super resolution feature. I also used some software like Topaz AI, but nothing really worked. I think it's because this image is a little bit chaotic and there are snowflakes all over. There's a lot of atmosphere and the AI doesn't really know how to scale that up. The original 4 megapixel file was still the best looking one, so I decided to give it a try, and I printed a 12 by 12 inches to see whether it held up, and oh boy, it does. It looks amazing. In fact, the printing resolution is 166 ppi. I think I could push it even farther, maybe up to or down to 100 ppi, and I think it would still look pretty good. I actually love that it looks a little bit softer than regular pictures because it adds to the atmosphere of the day, to the atmosphere of the moment. But if you thought that a screen grab from a video was already bad enough, just wait until you hear what I did to this image. As I said earlier, the setting was perfect. Well, almost perfect, because there were a couple cars parked on both sides of the snowplows. It wasn't a huge deal and I'd be totally okay with those there, but man, the healing tool did such a great job that I just went with it. Yes, I removed 2 cars in post. And you know what? The final image might not be accurate when it comes to representing or recreating reality, but it is very accurate when it comes to representing what I saw in the scene, because I did not even see those cars on the sides. Anyway, I know that for many this is not photography at all, and I have to agree to a certain degree. This is not how I work myself. This is the first time in more than 10 years of doing photography that I do something like this, that I take a frame from a video and make it an image. And the vast majority of my work doesn't require the healing tool to remove major stuff from the frame. I think you can see on this channel that I go to great lengths to get the right atmosphere, the right conditions, to make sure that I'm at the right place at the right moment. The trip to New York City is proof of that, because it was a very long drive. It was a big investment in time and money just to be there for a few hours during a snowstorm. But I do it because I love the process. I love witnessing those magical moments, and I love overcoming the obstacles to make an image. It's very rewarding, and honestly I would not be able to make a scene or make a photo like this one out of nothing. Sadly, I don't have that good of an imagination. My skill is to recognize when I have a good photo in front of me, but again, it needs to be there, it needs to be real as the snowplows on 6th Avenue were. And yes, this is not a still capture, and yes, I removed 2 cars, so questioning whether this is real photography or not is totally fair. But if I'm being honest, I think that's completely missing the point. You see, a very important component, a very important part of photography that I believe most of us share, I think this is what brings us all together, and this art is the joy, that we feel, that we experience when we are out there in the field, when we see magical moments and when we are able to capture them with our cameras. I mean, that's the whole reason why I chose to do photography instead of a more comfortable job with a much higher pay. But another very important, almost equally important component or part of this art is to create the image, be it a print or as part of a book or just a digital file to share online. And I really want to emphasize the word art here, because with my work, I'm not trying to recreate reality. I'm not a journalist. I'm not doing documentary work. I'm just trying to create something that is beautiful and hopefully meaningful. And you know, most of the time we can arrive to that final image very easily from the first step, from being out there in the field. But sometimes to get closer to the vision that we had in the field, we have to bend the rules a little bit. And personally, I'm totally okay with that as long as we are being honest about it. So what can I say? I'm very proud of this image, even though it's not a real photograph, even though I retouched it a little bit in post, because this is what I saw in the moment when I was there. I saw this final black and white photograph. And when I look at it, I can still feel the cold, the snowflakes hitting my face, and the struggle to hold the video camera to record this in a steady way. I still get goosebumps thinking about it. So for me, that connection to that moment matters more than the exact process I followed to create that image. Even though it's not technically a photograph, it feels as real as any other photo I've taken. But of course, this is just my opinion. I would like to hear what you think about this. Please do not hold back as long as you are respectful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully from out there in the field where I belong.